The Fisher King, a poem by me, inspired by the new play by Kenny Boyle of the same name. This story takes place on the Isle of Lewis, on wild and distant moors. Two best friends on a sentimental journey, but polar opposites to be sure. Determined and emotional Lexi, reliving experiences with her departed father, with her lovable and comical bestie, straggling along a short time after. And while Effie complains at every turn, sitting down in all possible areas, trying her best to support her friend, but unintentionally hilarious. But Lexi is not easily dissuaded. There is only one loch that will do. And most people could relate to one girl or the other, but I think I could relate to the two. For I've done my fair share of hiking, both ancient monuments and tourist traps, and I am no stranger to getting lost. You must never trust Google Maps. I'm mostly a solitary hiker though, and I'm particular about the company I keep. So I act the clown to pass the time, narrating imaginary conversations among the sheep. As nightfall beckons, the set turns dark, you know whose arrival is imminent. Tension heightens at the sure arrival of a fearsome supernatural dissident. By now our heroines are tired and cold. The night is dark, the path unseen, the fear of being lost and bewildered, and once again back at the Fisher King's tree. Lexi's anguish at this point is blatant, her despair an animated spectacle. Something I once experienced myself, too drunk to find my way out of a festival. As for Effie, loyal sidekick, you half expect her to flee in fear, but she remains firm at her friend's side, even though this Leviathan is near. But who exactly is the Fisher King? I have studied the Arthurian written word, where he sits by the river, he catches fish, and in short, he's pretty much a bird. But a stark contrast to this monster. Has their presence summoned him from the deep? Does he feed on their fear and panic? Will he drag them down to his watery keep? Scottish folklore is rife with many creatures, some malign and some gentle of heart, to explain what cannot be explained, preying on fear of the unknown and the dark. For all those who travel by day, know that dusk means it's time to leave. Find your shelter or find the way home. You may not have found that you seek. For nothing is what it seems in the darkness. Your own mind can become your enemy. But all is well that ends well, because I'm not going to spoil the ending. But if I may be so bold, optimistic, or at a chancer, would a bittersweet alternative ending find Lexi cured of her cancer? For while the Fisher King may invoke fear, driving in even the sanest minds to madness, we all know there is good in bad, and salvation found in sadness. Does the Fisher King represent another journey, the journey from sickness to recovery, another frightening venture into the unknown, metaphorically dark and otherworldly? A difficult journey with an unsure ending. One can only put their best foot forward. Lexi is reassured now she's not alone, and home is where she's headed toward.